This presentation is all about the Filipinos as cosmopolitan citizens, issues on national identity and values. Objectives of this presentation are define a cosmopolitan citizen and cite examples of how Filipino embraced being cosmopolitan citizens.
So before anything else, the word cosmopolitan, which derives from the Greek word cosmopolites, means citizens of the world. It has been used to describe a wide variety of important views in moral and socio-political philosophy. It means that the novellus core shared by all cosmopolitan views is the idea that all human beings, regardless of their political affiliation, are or can and should be citizens in a single community.
Cosmopolitan citizenship. Cosmopolitan citizenship is regarded as the key theme in the continuing search for universal rights and obligations which bind all people together in just world order. This type of citizenship goes beyond the political and collective identity limits of the nation-state, which is contrary to liberal and other citizenships, but they form relationships out of mutual respect. So a person who follows the idea of cosmopolitanism in any of its forms is called a cosmopolitan.
Cosmopolitanism. Cosmopolitanism is generally understood as a concept that can be used to explain a particular mode of self-transformation that allows individuals to engage with difference and oneness of the world. Cosmopolitanism, in political theory, the belief that all people are entitled to equal respect and consideration, no matter what their citizenship status or other affiliations happen to be. Cosmopolitanism is about the circle of concern that has to be widened to humanity, not just for ourselves and our families. People are treated equally important because we cherish and value human life. Cosmopolitanism is where you can see humanity as a single community where each people is bound by value, commitments of humanity, and togetherness.
Gerald Delantis four concepts of cosmopolitanism: legal or internationalism, political or global, cultural or transnational, civic or post-national. Legal or internationalism. Legal concept is weak. Kantian cosmopolitanism centered on a system of status constrained by law. Political or global. Political cosmopolitanism means the emergence of a global civil society and the power of globalization in generating non- or even anti-state modes of politics, including environmental consciousness. Cultural or transnational. It refers to the phenomenon of the world's people becoming increasingly mobile for reasons both fortunate and unfortunate. Civic or post-national. It is related to a non-national sense of community. That is the four concepts of Gerald Delantis' cosmopolitanism. Thank you.
Immanuel Kant. Kant was first major political philosopher to use the idea of cosmopolitan citizenship to challenge the excluding sovereign state. So, Kant's cosmopolitan citizenship perceived the sense of universality of humankind. It is concerned with the status of individuals as human beings rather than as citizens of state. He argues that individuals have the right to establish relations with other citizens. Thus, to maintain peace and global order is a shared responsibility of all humankind, regardless of where they came from.
How did the Filipinos become cosmopolitan citizens? An example of this is the Filipino migration abroad. In the last 30 years, a culture of migration has emerged. Overseas Filipinos is the term encompassing all Filipino migrants, whether permanent or temporary, legal or unauthorized. The United States is the most common destination country, receiving 36% of Filipino emigrants in 2015. Other destinations includes the United Arab Emirates, Canada, Saudi Arabia, Australia, and Kuwait. Question is, how do these OFWs considered as cosmopolitan citizens? So as mentioned, countries like United States, Canada, Australia, and other countries needs skilled workers. So basically, Filipinos choose to go abroad for greater job opportunities. Job opportunities, therefore, is one main reason why Filipinos migrate abroad. Other reasons are Filipinos are motivated to leave their country to acquire new skills, to pursue a career, to learn and experience other cultures. Another reason, some Filipinos take advantage of this opportunity to reunite with family members who have already relocated to another nation. Furthermore, Filipinos who went abroad took opportunities to adopt another citizenship with their respective place and therefore holds the so-called dual citizenship.
So, all things considered, we learned that a cosmopolitan citizen is someone who has a lot of contact with people and things from many different countries, and as a result, is very open to different ideas and ways of doing things. Also, we learned how Filipinos are considered cosmopolitan citizens by means of going abroad and embrace differences with mutual respect between others. Cosmopolitan citizens will be confident in their own identities and will work to achieve peace, human rights, and democracy within the local community and at a global view. So, a good cosmopolitan citizen is first, accepting personal responsibility and recognizing the importance of civic commitment. Next, working collaboratively to solve problems and achieve a just, peaceful, and democratic community. Recognizing that their own worldview is shaped by personal and societal history and by cultural tradition. Next is respecting the cultural heritage and protecting the environment. And moreover, promoting solidarity and equity at national and international levels. Most importantly, respecting diversity between people regardless with their gender, ethnicity, and culture. Despite having benefits from this type of citizenship, still, issues are inevitable. Issues questioning about being patriotic. Although a speaker from TED Talk spoke up and enlightened, we can be cosmopolitan without forgetting our roots or origins since globalization today is dynamically evolving. So, thank you for listening and I hope you learned something.
Since globalization is a way by which countries interact with each other, it is a process of interaction and integration among the people and the government of different nations. A process driven by international trade and investment and aided by information technology. The openness of the Philippines to globalization affects its economic growth. The Philippines continues to progress and have in technological and global advances. One of the major changes in the Philippine economy when the country took part in global trading. The changes in the country such as more labor and more companies that have emerged to help the economy. Since trading ang pinag-uusapan, maraming shipping lines sa Pilipinas. Dahil may shipping lines ang Pilipinas, it means the Philippines engage in import and export of goods and services and have an effect in the country's economic growth and employment. Bakit nag-i-import ang Pilipinas? It's either kulang sa supply o wala tayong supply. Bakit nag-e-export ang Pilipinas? Dahil gusto ng Pilipinas na ibenta o ipagpalit sa ibang produkto para sa pag-unlad ng ekonomiya ng bansa.
Another example on how Filipinos as cosmopolitan citizens are keeping pace with globalization is the internships abroad of Filipino college students. So, what do you think? Why college students from our country are eager to get internships abroad? Aside from more opportunities to hone their knowledge and skills, they also wanted to go out of their comfort zones and prove themselves to be an effective person to their chosen careers. There is this student exchange program which was established years ago. It offers opportunities for international exchanges to both local and international students. Like, for instance, some alumni students of MMSU CTE underwent through this student exchange program. Some went to Malaysia and other countries in Asia. Their experiences are beneficial to their career path and made them globally competitive educators. So generally speaking, interconnectedness is evident to one another. Hence, they are achieving quality education with mutual respect and consideration despite the colors and race.